Hello, my name is Glenn Dyer, and you are watching a Dyer-Situation. Today I'm seeing Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul. Oh, they're still making these movies. Cool. I honestly didn't know they were continuing that, but I welcome it, honestly. For those of you who don't know, the books are a little after my time. They were made for kids about the time when I was a teenager, but I get into some weird shit, so I actually did read most of them. I don't know if the series is still going on or not, but I definitely read the book for this one and for the past couple movies. So I know how it goes. So I haven't seen the first movies, though. I think I might have seen part of the very first Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, not the second one. I don't really feel a need to catch up, though, just because I remember from the books, they contain the same characters, but the storylines are very self-contained. So I don't think it would be too necessary. Just so long as I'm basically familiar with how the people are, this should be okay. And I have never heard anything bad about the movie adaptations. And they've been around for a little while, so you'd think if they were, boring as fuck or something, that might have come across. Certainly not that elementary school one that I saw. That huge ripoff. What the fuck was it called? It was the How to Survive at Elementary School or something like that. Written by John Patterson and somebody else. The movie that essentially is combining live action with cartoons, yeah, to describe the kid's innermost thoughts, yeah, and it allegedly was supposed to be really fun and upbeat, yeah. Although that movie decided to insert some really out of nowhere and misplaced dramatic stuff that kind of ruined it. But anyway, let's get to this movie. Even though I have read the books, I literally do not remember what the plot of this one's about. In fact, I barely remember what the plot of any of them are about. I remember them, honestly, as a sequence of events, wherein the main character would get screwed over in subtle ways as it goes on. And very well written books. Very, very funny. Even for adults reading them, they're very funny. So, if the movie's able to capture that kind of spirit, that's right on with me. So let's get to it. Well, it was, the writing was good. The writing was very good. This is a comedy, I should say. Very definitely a comedy, and it has consistent characters, and it has jokes, like actual setups and punchlines. So, kudos. As I said, good writing, good writing. Honestly, in terms of writing, this is a lot better, actually, than the National Lampoon's Vacation remake. This has a very similar premise of family of dysfunctional people go on a road trip and a series of catastrophic events happen to them. So yeah, good writing. Good writing. The casting in this movie, though, it sucks. It is awful. I mean, the kid they got to play Greg, the main character, he's okay. He's okay. He works well for what it is. We only saw his friend, Rowley for a second, but, that kid actually does look kind of like, the character, and we don't see him very much, but, he looks similar enough. But his parents? Ugh. His parents have no chemistry with each other. They do not seem like they're actually the parents of these kids because they're so stilted. And his brother, Roderick, oh my god. the kid who plays Roderick is so bad. Like, next level bad. Jesus. Well, he looks like a young Adam Driver, which is strange, but, like, does not have the acting talent of him. He is just... every line he reads. Like, there's a point in the movie where Greg is playing a prank on him, basically. Like, they're playing this Never Have I Ever kind of game, and Greg starts, like, slipping in little things that, like, he knows he did, like, never have I ever taken Mom's car out, or something like that. And, you know, Roderick's a doofus, so he keeps going along with it, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm winning, you know, that kind of thing. But, like, there's many ways to perform that, and here's how he does it. Man, I am totally winning this. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Ha ha. Like, it's literally like that. It is like that guy is a million miles away from the set, yet alone the character. Jesus. It's so bad. Composition-wise, visually, it's very flat. Several of the scenes, the way they look, they make the jokes kind of obvious. Way more obvious than they need to be. Yeah. Compared to the casting, it's not as bad as that, but, like, still, it's underwhelming. But, yeah, overall, it has decent, pretty good writing, honestly. I think if this were handled by a different team, it could have turned out pretty good. As is, I'd still watch it way more times than Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life. That's the movie I was talking about. Still, like, far more coordinated, far, like, more together than that movie. But, yeah, this movie has too many weak points for me to actually say, like, yeah, this is good, I recommend it. It's, kind of a shame, honestly. I haven't seen the other three, of course. I don't know if they're like that. I looked it up, and they are casted with completely different people, which makes sense. That movie was, like, the first movie was, like, 5 years ago, or maybe even 8 years ago. And that's why they are in this movie. They're all, like, young adults by now, so it would be weird if, like, 12-year-old Greg was played by a 20-year-old dude. But, Jesus, it's, honestly, the casting and the acting in this is almost direct-to-DVD bad. Except for Greg himself, who is decent. That's not really enough to save everyone. So, yeah, read the book instead, that's all I can say. But, I don't know, if you're really curious, it's not going to do much harm, it's just very underwhelming. And that's all I got to say on it. So until next time, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching a Dyer Situation.